Illinois, home to the state fairgrounds, and this weekend home to the 1996 Cypress Gardens U.S. Barefoot Open. Hello everybody and welcome. Dan Debenham along with Doug Dunbar. I guess it's a quadruple D kind of a day there. I guess we don't need the sunglasses. Okay.
Thank you.
When we talk about past champions here, Doug, we speak of only two names, at least since 1990.
Yeah, Ron Scarpa, Jennifer Caleri, both of them so dominant in this sport, but a great opportunity for some new skiers. This time around, Jennifer Caleri will not have a shot at the overall at the U.S. Open.
Some say that is good for the sport, at least for the women's side of things. What about the guys? Do you think that we will see a defending champion here?
Yeah, guys are really going to have to go after Ron Scarpa. He is so clean, and this is really one of the first years he's coming in without injury, which even adds insult to injury for everybody else trying to take him over.
That's scary. All right, we will be competing in the three traditional disciplines here in Du Quoin, and that will be tricks, slalom, and jump. We begin with the tricks, and oh, by the way...
Guess what I have? I got a trick handle. We're going to show you just a couple of tricks that you might see with the men and the women, but you might also see a fall.
He'll do this solo. He'll do this solo. All right, go for it.
What you'll see first time around, a front pass most likely with a toe start. You make the toe start 300 points right off the bat. Let's go!
You should be getting ready here for our last competitor in the semifinals men's slalom, and that would be Ron Starkov.
Ron Starkov, the first time you'll see him today here in the slalom event.
Welcome back to the Cypress Gardens U.S. Barefoot Open, and with me now is one of the more experienced members of the U.S. Barefoot team. In fact, this is a guy that's been with the team since 1978, its very inception. This is Will Farrell, who not only knows a lot about barefooting, but knows a lot about boats, specifically Malibus. What about this boat? We're sitting in one of the best, according to barefooters. Why?
Well, they've sought the input of some of the premier skiers, and they've designed the most favorable weight characteristics, a standard that is hard to match at this point in time in the sport. Combining the outboard power, 200 horsepower, with a hull design of this nature, it holds the world records in the trick and slalom events, and it will continue to be the standard for quite some time.
And yet, not only is it fantastic for the professional skier, but this boat means so much more to the recreational skier.
True, outboard power is a very efficient form of power. They're very reliable nowadays, and when you combine it with the right hull, you have the spaciousness that provides good, clean family fun. And not only is it suited for 6 to 8 people, you can also put in enough equipment for 10 and go for the whole day.
Not too bad. Well, we got an all-day competition going on right here in DuQuoin, Illinois. Let's get back to that action.
One of my back to fronts, my hip popped, so I don't know what caused that, but I was able to stand up my second pass, so I was happy with that. But yeah, a little bit of pain in that leg.
Did you say your hip popped?
Yeah, I came around to the front and I just feel it. My legs were a little bit wide and I heard a pop in there, so unusual thing to happen, but I was able to stand up my second pass, so I was happy.
It's meant a lot to me. We talked about it earlier. I've been struggling a little bit. It's funny to be skiing against William, a guy 41 years old, a real veteran, and you know, he put a little pressure on me, but it's fun to go out there and have a good time and finally put a good run on the board.
Thanks.
Welcome back, Barefoot Nationals here in Des Moines. And why is it that every single event that I do on ESPN that has anything to do with water in general, Skip Gilkerson is a part of? Maybe because you've been around this sport forever.
I'm kind of actually been at it longer than water's been around.
That's what I've heard. Hey, tell us about the great sport of barefooting. We are now seeing a resurgence, if you will, in this sport. Why do you think that is?
You know, it's something, skiing is skiing, but to walk on water, that's the magical thing. When you can say, I can barefoot, you're truly a skier then. It's something that not everybody can do. Lots of people ski, very few people barefoot, and very few people barefoot like these guys out here today.
And, you know, one of the reasons we talk about how well they do is because of the performance of the equipment that helps them do what they do. Certainly Inmar and Mastercraft helps with that.
It certainly is. When we think about like the power, the fuel injection Inmar marine engines, also we want as low a wake as we can, because wake's your enemy. You want to be able to cross it back and forth as quickly as you can.
And we have seen the best in the world right here at the Barefoot Nationals. Thanks, Skip. Let's get back to the action. Welcome back to the Cypress Gardens U.S. Barefoot Open, and if you know anything about this sport, you know this man. This is Ron Scarpa from Central Florida, the 5-time defending champion at this competition, the world champion so many times over, the X Games champion. Okay, the list goes on and on. Listen, let's talk about your hometown, Winter Haven, and about Cypress Gardens. Not only do you live there, Cypress Gardens is headquartered there. Their roots is in water skiing, and they're back.
Well, Polk County is called the water ski capital of the world. Our headquarters are down there for water skiing, and it's a great place for the Gardens to be. They've made a wonderful transition. They're getting back into the roots of water skiing where they started, and